Alrighty, the new 911 Turbo S is out for 2026. Ironically enough, the 911 Turbo in the 911 range is not actually the easiest one to make pretty. So let's have a quick bash at it. I'm going to do mainly the exterior. We might touch on a few interior things. And let's see if we can try and make this new 911 Turbo S pretty as well as fast. We'll also look at what's new that wasn't available on the 992.1 version. And we'll see if they're worth putting those extra options in or not. All right. On the configurator, 911 Turbo S, there it is. I like to change this to the white background. It helps to show the colors just a little bit better. The colors are actually only ever properly revealed in normal daylight and sunshine. The configurator doesn't quite get them right, but this white background tends to make it just a little bit more visible. The colors are just a little bit closer to reality when you've got the white background. The colors themselves haven't changed too much from the Dot 1. I've seen the demo versions that have been through the dealerships in the sort of metal, the silver metal, and I must admit, man, it's not pretty. I think the version I saw was this one on the showroom floor here in Johannesburg, and it was very underwhelming. And that is sad because of all the 911s, the 911 Turbo tends to be the most extravagant, other than obviously the GTs and the RSs. We're not going to talk about those. I'm just talking the 911 standard range. The Turbo can be quite flamboyant if you do it right. Then this is probably the sort of color to go for, but I think we could do a much better job in making this car pretty. As I said, not always the easiest thing to do. Pretty means that you're either going to have to sharpen up the definition on it, which is easily done with white. If you get white or ice white over here, and you then do the stark contrast to black, high gloss black, not matte, words of the day, high gloss black. If you do that on it, you can make a very, very defined and a 911 Turbo S that pops out on the road. I've seen a couple like that, absolutely spectacular. Alternatively, you go for the black. The black can be spectacular in real life. It doesn't sound like it, but the 911 Turbo with its vents and its gills and its wide hips and it looks spectacular in black. And then if you're not going to do the white or the black, the other colors that you've got to hit it with then are very, very flamboyant colors. Like you're going to have to hit it with the green, or you're going to have to hit it with something very, very bright. I don't like it in red. Red is terrible on it. Again, personal tastes, I know, but I really don't like it. I like it in the blues. I like it in the greens. That really pulls the colors out. The Genshin blue, even here, this is not what Genshin blue actually looks like. I'll put a picture up on the screen. In fact, I don't even need to put a picture up on the screen. Hop onto my Facebook page or my Instagram page, and you will see pictures of what the Turbo looks like in Genshin blue in real life. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Otherwise, you're going to want to hit with something really spectacular. If you've got the cash and you want to go a bit nuts, click in the exclusive manufacturer paint to sample range. There are some fantastic colors here. If you really want to stand out, if you want to stand out and make a statement, get in here. The wheels look a little bit dull. We're going to look at the wheels in a minute, but my goodness, you can make your car stand out fantastically if you go for one of these super, super bright blues. And it actually works fantastically well in real life. I know you may not necessarily agree with me, but jump onto Google and Google these colors and see how beautiful these cars actually come out in real life. You're not paying 320,000 Rand for a paint color that's going to look rubbish. They are fantastically bright out there. Spectacular colors that you can use and you can stand out. Now I'm going to pick the super bright color. It might not be your choice. It does look a bit garish, although actually I think it could be quite exciting, just so that we can see the contrast of the blacks and the silvers that we're going to add on, and then we can combine it correctly when we spec your vehicle to exactly the colors you want. All right, so the thing that is new to the 911 Turbo S 992.2 are the mag wheels. The only one that's come across from Dot 1 is this mag over here, the Sports Classic wheel. The other two are new. I must admit, I don't particularly like them. I really was hoping for a better mag wheel. I'll admit that even on the Dot 1, I didn't really like the mag wheels as opposed to the prior models. But they're not terrible, and I think if we work hard enough with them, we can get them to look pretty. Generally, you want to go to the wheels colors. You know, my preference is always the high gloss black with the chrome on the wheels. That tends to work the best. So tick the box and let's see how that improves this mag wheel. Look at that. It is already significantly better. Look at that, especially on this crazy color. Look at how significantly better that looks. This mag wheel is too pokey. It's too spokey, if that's the right word. This mag wheel is too spokey. I don't like the way it looks personally, but some of you might say, hang on a second, that's beautiful. That's exactly what I want. That's a pretty good angle there with that high gloss black in the rim between the spokes. It makes such a big difference. Look at that. Fantastic. Okay. This one is the carbon fiber inset wheel. If we're going to then have to commit, if you would like to have this a mag wheel on your car with the carbon fiber insets in it, then when we spec your car with me, we're going to then commit to the carbon fiber. We're going to commit to it throughout your vehicle. You can't put the carbon fiber wheel on and not have carbon fiber anywhere else. It's just going to look daft. It's really going to look daft, and we don't want it to look daft, not on a 7 million rand Porsche. Okay, so let's just make sure we get this right. For me, favorite mag wheel is still the Sports Classic design. It's my personal taste, I know, but look at that. It is blooming fantastic, and I'm happy to have it straight silver like this, or to even tick into here the black high gloss version of it. I think it looks classic. I think that it's not going to date. I think it makes it aggressive. And those wide spokes just look fabulous on every one of the Porsches. Look at that. Look at the ass on that. Absolutely incredible. So that's my favorite mag wheel. I'm going to keep it on. In fact, I'm going to keep it on as the plain silver. I think that is just my favorite. That so good. The interior colors are exactly the same. You know, my preference is always the chalk two-tone combination. Get the heated steering wheel, R0 for the heated. Get it. Tick in the crayon seatbelt so that they're matching the two-tone chalk in there, and it's going to give you a bit more leather here and there. Get rid of the turbonite, and look at this. Wham presto. Beautiful. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It just makes such a big difference, the two-tone with the chalk. What we're going to do as well, I want you to look at the back of the car here. In the back of the car here, you're going to see that they have removed all the seats from most of the 911s now. You've got to add it on. It's a free extra option, but look at the difference it makes. So for those of you who are doing track driving with your 911s and need every last gram, okay, fine, take the back seats out. But even for those of you who don't carry people around in the back, look at the aesthetic. It's a couple of kilograms. It's going to make no difference to your performance on the normal streets. You're not even going to notice it, but look at the aesthetic change on the inside of your Porsche when you add those rear seats. The entire back gets leathered up. Look at the central column here. I'm going to turn it off again. Look at that central column. All you do is you get the body paneling carpeting. That's all you do over everywhere. I want you to look down the side. This is meant to be a leathered panel here. At the moment, it's just plastic because it's lighter weight. So it's lightweight plastic in there. You tick the rear seats. Look what happens to the central tunnel. You get leather panels all the way down past here. Tick the rear seat button. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you need me to help you. Contact me, www.myperfectcar.co.za right now and book an appointment with me so that I can help you spend 6-7 million rand on your Porsche and not make mistakes. Okay, rear seats absolutely beautiful on that front there. I'm not going to play around with the seats at the moment. I wanted to look at the exterior more than the interior today, and there are no real extra options in there for the 992.2. Okay, this is the same. There's no real extra options here. I always like the aero kit on it. They're in personal taste. That actually looks great with and without the aero kit. The aero kit to me just makes it more look like a Hot Wheels car. And if you're going to have a 911 Turbo S, for me, it's got to look like a Hot Wheels 911 Turbo S. And so if you look at that, it's giving you the cool up fins at the back, on the sides, the high gloss stripes down the side, the high gloss paneling on the back here. High gloss back. Look at that. Fantastic. What I like what we've done here as well is, and we haven't done it quite yet, but we're going to change out that turbonite to the chrome silver again. And then you can see we've got the chrome silver in here. We'll get the right lights that have got the chrome silver in them as well. Chrome silver on the window sills there, and then on the back vents, the chrome silver lines with the chrome silver exhaust. Just bringing that silver in, high gloss black, and your beautiful color over here. Okay, fantastic. Exterior design. Let's take a look here. So the mirrors are all good. On the Turbo S, it comes standard with a high gloss around the mirrors. Fantastic. Let's get that chrome going here. Get rid of the turbonite, which is a little bit goldy, and we'll change it out to the silver over here. Let's load it up here. This will change out to the silver. There we go. That's better over there. You can see it over there. Then what you get new on the Dot 2 is the black door release handles, which I really wanted in the Dot 1, and I didn't have it. You're going to look at it in the configurator and go, no, it doesn't look right. You want it without. Look, that's much better without. I can assure you, it always looks better with the handles in black. It pulls through from the high gloss black in the windows, the air vent, the side sill, and the rear view mirrors. It breaks up this very large panel. If you look at the size of that panel there, It's a very large panel that needs to be broken up with a bit of definition, and it adds that definition. Absolutely fabulous. Always get the high gloss black handles if you've got a vehicle that's not black in color. All right, and nothing else here is really, really new other than the windscreen wiper arms. Only those of you who are going to be racing your turbo on the track should be bothering with stuff like this. Let's dump in quickly a sunroof because it brings the black stripe the whole way over, which I really like. Look at that. See, it brings the stripe over. So the vehicle now starts getting that definition in it. Okay, breaking up the large panels of color. You want to break up the large panels of color. See that? Oh, that just looks so, so beautiful now. I'm really liking that, especially with this dark blue, gray, and chalk interior. Look at that. Look at the backside on that car. Okay, and the high gloss black there with silver exhaust. Fantastic. Okay, so we're really, really winning on this configuration at the moment. Anything new here? No. This is all the same standard stuff, other than the wipers from the .1 version of this Porsche. Okay, letters and decals. I doubt there's anything new. Yeah, I would get on the side. Do you see that Turbo S? It's in Turbonite. I would go and change it out to black over here because we don't have Turbonite anymore. So we want to put the black in. All right, we want to put the black in. Look at that. Much better now. It's pulling through. Look at the definition coming through on the car. You see all the high gloss backs? That's what you want. That's what you want. All right, nothing else that's new in there. Lights and vision, they almost always come standard with the tinted. The tinted gets rid of all the chrome detailing inside the lights. I really don't like it. If you're building a GTS or an RS or a GT, then we can talk about tinted. If it's a standard vehicle, even turbo, you want to go for the standard lights. Why? Because it puts the chrome in them. You get the chrome circles, the chrome writing, the chrome inserts, and that now you can see is pulling through to the chrome we've added to the vehicle, giving the vehicle definition and keeping consistent patterns throughout. Absolutely awesome. It's looking fantastic already. None of this is new. All of this was the standard stuff on the prior stuff. I'm not going to go into the interior stuff for now. Or let's take a look here. I'm just there's one last thing I want to get rid of. See these yellow braid calipers? They actually don't look bad. Can I be honest with this crazy funky color? They don't look bad. But on just about every other color, you want to go with the black, high gloss black calipers on the vehicle. You want to do that. It hides them away, and when they are visible, you can see them. If you look now, there's no contrasting color. They now all are complementary, and you're getting that definition throughout the vehicle. You see that? Look at, I'm going to zoom it up again. Look at that. How to make a 911 Turbo pretty. And I've used the most flamboyant color on earth. There are lots of other colors you could use with a similar specification to this that would make it pretty. And of course, we can then go for the carbon fiber version of this. We can go for that. We could do the high gloss black paint with matte inserts. And there is a whole bunch of different combinations we could do to make this very pretty according to your own personal taste. But we're there right now. I like it. We could do a little bit more work on getting rid of some more of the turbonite on the outside and make it more high gloss black. But I think that is a beautiful, beautiful spec, and we've done it in just a few minutes. But like I've said before, I make the cars perfect for you. It's your perfect car. So book an appointment with me, www.myperfectcar.co.za. And let me help you get it right. Let me take the anxiety out of your experience of trying to work through the nearly 200 plus options. Let me give you the explanations and even show you pictures of what the different specifications are so that you can build that car. When you're dropping this sort of money on a car, you want absolute confidence. You want your entire experience to be pleasant, joyful, calm, stress-free. And when you take delivery, you want your breath to be taken away. That is what I help you with for a fraction of the price. In fact, for the cost of one option on your car, I will help you make yours absolutely perfect. Go to my website, book an appointment with me. Let's get it done for you before you place any orders.